Shark, welcome to the herd. I appreciate that follow. Thank you very much. Okay, so we got ourselves a frostbitten Goliath here. I think it's funny the observer mode just makes it look like he's walking even though technically he's eating something according to the monster screen. Okay, so let's see what if they learned from their first game when they did play against Goliath. Remember that they needed to take and hold the high ground. That's the most important thing. I'm not sure I like this build because it's okay. It's good for feeding, but if he gets domed, it's going to be really hard to kill anybody with just charge and leap smash as your main source of the damage. Like rock throw is so good now that not taking 1 point into rock throw at stage 1 I feel is a mistake. Okay, so once again, I'm not sure what they did. They wasted a lot of time here. They've been on the ground for 30 seconds and they're only over here. They really need to be more efficient in getting to the right places. If you know that the monster is in a certain direction, you have to just go and cut off the main places. If the monster is in the southern part of the map and you don't know where, put somebody up here and then somebody up here and then wait for the planet scanner and then move into the quadrant after that. If you know the monster is in the top half area in the caves, post somebody at this area and this area so that you can't get out. But right now, the hunters are just kind of going around chasing the monster's tail, and the monster's going to beat them every single time. You really need to focus and work on your cuts and your map and jetpack management. So right now, the support could go ahead. Nope, and he decides not to. The support could have been able to do an orbital there, but monster's going to get away. The other hunters are hundreds of meters away, so they're not even going to be able to dome the monster. So another free stage 2 right now. Taking a little bit longer to evolve. I'm going to watch these guys, because I need to find out why they're not doing really good with their splits and their cuts. Stage 2, now. There we go. There's the growl. Okay, so they're still way far away from the monster, but they know which quarter they're in. Remember, they don't have to engage. Keep somebody here, keep somebody here. If you know that he's in this bottom quadrant, you wait for your team, and then you can dome him. But right now, the team kind of spread out. The Assault actually might be able to get a glimpse of him pretty soon. He should be hearing him. Yeah, definitely see the fire breath. Should be pinging it out to his teammates. Remember, conserve your jetpack, and then make sure you have somebody cutting off so you can't slide past. Oh, the medic's out of position. Oh, yeah, and the monster's going to slip past back here most likely. Oh, going to get hit by mammoth birds. Now you know he's back here, so... Oh, no, rock to the face. Should have popped that assault shield and then domed. The monster is going to get away, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, the monster's doubling back now. Oh, and then the monster's engaging. Okay, let's go ahead. So this should be an engagement for the hunters. Again, the medic doesn't need to be this close. The medic does not. The medic and the support should be the farther one. So basically think of the medic and the support. I'm trying to use a sport analogy, but I don't know my football. They're the ones who are like behind the team, and then the support, or the trapper and the assault, are like basically their bodyguards. This is really bad. And this person's just going to go down. Yeah, got knocked into a corner. You have to be super careful. You can't allow that. Try and get up to the high ground. Nope. Nope, not going to do it. So once again, medic being super aggressive, and I disagree with eating a wildlife out in the open that close after an engagement. A good team would have been able to dome you really easy. Like even, yeah. That was just really bad positioning. The medic had no reason. So basically what you want to do, whenever you engage the monster, think of the assault and trapper kind of as the expendable ones. And the reason why is because these are the ones that are going to be closest to the monster, because the monster wants to go for the medic and support. And so if the medic and support come to the monster's job is easy. But if the monster gets approached by the assault and trapper, then the support and medic can go ahead and support and heal specifically, and be able to keep them up for a long period of time, which should allow the damage done. And if not, if the monster does go after the support and medic, they'll have to get through both the trapper and the assault, taking a bit of damage and getting crowd controlled just to get to the targets he wants to. Okay, so monster gets the melee on attack slow. So hunter's in a familiar position. I like that the assault is throwing toxic grenades up there. Trapper all by himself, but that's okay. Again, don't dome. Wait for the monster to come out to you. Monster just buying his time. He is tagged, so they know exactly where he is. Monster going to try and get away. Dome. Support should be further away. The support and medic... Oh, and no dome. Wow. And the monster's going to get away again. You have to cover your exits. Okay, so in this cave section, there are 3 main exits. There's this one, and this one. Technically, there's an underground one that goes out to the side here. But in theory, if you have eyes here, and you have eyes here, the monster cannot escape here, because all it takes is 2 jetpack thrusts, and you can dome anybody as long as you have those 2 areas covered. You really, really need to just remember, you know, the monster is going to try and get past you, and so you have to think, where can I set up that will do the what is that? Is that a blitz leopard back there? I think that was a blitz leopard. So let's see how they do on a relay. They should definitely try, but they don't have as much explosives, so it's going to be harder to hold the high ground this time. Okay, so monster probably just going to go ahead and collect all the buffs. Nope, not going to collect that one. A little bit of damage. Are they going to try and dome? I don't know if they are. They're not in a position to. I think they're just camping the relay now. I kind of disagree with... they're not... Yeah, they don't have a deployable team, so there's no reason for them to camp the relay early. Nope, monster's going to get all the good buffs. Like, if you're going to camp the relay and the monster's not stage 3, you might as well... Wait, no, he didn't turn stage 3. I'm retarded. Ignore me. I don't know what brain fuzzles. So I like that the assault is just slowly just... No, don't jetpack. Don't chase. Now you have half jetpack to avoid anything important. You need to be careful. Like, make the monster come to you. It's on his dime. Yeah. Stasis grenades. Just keep on lobbing the stasis grenades and jumping from this little platform to the other should move really well. No, that's going to be a free rocket. And the if she gets tumbled off, that's going to be really bad. Now jump up. Other high ground. Perfect. See how you avoided a charge because of that? Great orbital. Fantastic orbital. That's going to discourage the monster, and he's going to have to go after somebody else. So this is actually they're doing really good now. You want to throw stasis in the areas where the medic is being focused. Nice rock throw dodge by everyone. You're not going to be able to avoid charge or flyer breath. So now where's the medic? Medic needs to heal. Medic needs to heal. Oh. And the support's going to go down. Medic wasn't really healing. Otherwise, they were doing a really good job otherwise. Now remember, throw the dome if the monster's running. Throw the dome. Throw the dome. Nope. The monster's still engaging, so don't throw the dome. So if the monster was running away, I would have thrown the dome, but it looks like he's still going to try and engage. This is not a great place to dome the monster. It's a good place to fight the monster. Now, when you're not in a dome, you cannot channel your armor. So if they do a little bit of damage, remember, don't use your jetpack chasing the monster if you can avoid it. Looks like he is going to armor up. You missed the dome, which is fine. That's not a great dome spot, but it's not horrible either, as long as they stay up near the top. This team is going to have to do a lot of positioning with using stasis grenades. So stasis makes the monster climb up so slow, and so you can really use that by throwing it on the ledges and then keep going up and down and avoiding a lot of abilities that the monster has. Nice rock throw dodge. Wow. Yeah, so monster focusing on support. Medic, yeah, there we go. There's the healing. Oh. Now be careful about breaking line of sight. Good job going around, though. Support's actually doing a really good job here. See, this is how you want to fight it. This is a little rough because the high ground isn't super amazing. But the support falls down, is probably going to go down here from the fire breath. Against the Goliath, I probably would not fight up here in general, because it's got a little bit of high ground, but really you want to fight him like over here. Lots of high ground, lots of areas you can loop around, and things like that. So now here we go, here's the punishment from the monster. I'm not seeing a lot of flamethrower from Hyde. I see a lot of minigun and toxic grenades, but not much flamethrower. So now the medic is getting close. Rogue Val should never really move. So this is another thing I need to talk about, is when you're playing as on a team, you should have, if you're low health, you should go to the medic. The medic should absolutely not move from position, because you're basically making them waste their jetpack and getting out of position to heal you. You should always, 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 I do like the dome throw here. They're not super ready for it, but there's nowhere the monster can go. You can keep throwing grenades in here and flush the monster out, which is really, really nice. Nope, they're going to let him get full armor. Nope, full armor. Oh, at this point, once the monster has full, I would just, yeah, throw a toxic right on this wall. Right on this, okay, still back. Do not go in here. Do not go in here. Like, the monster's got full armor. Let him wait it out. Like, there's no reason to engage. Oh, don't go in there, Assault. And again, I don't know why he's on his minigun. There should be no reason to have your minigun out right here. Okay, so no one was on the high ground. Everyone was just sitting there by the doors. I don't know why. There should have been, like, a support here. Medic probably up on here on this back one. Stasis here, stasis here. There should have been stasis all the way from the door to where the other guys were, just constantly refreshing, because you know that the monster is going to come after you. So again, I don't know why you decided to engage in this way. It's not correct. But yeah, as medic and support to an extent, support and medic should be relatively stationary. They're the ones that are the main targets, and so they're the ones that need to conserve all of their energy and fuel. You need to do like, if you have low health, you need to go to them, not the other way around. Otherwise, you're just putting them into a worse position.
In the end.
Okay, so once again, a lot of misposition errors. The big thing I want to focus on, because I don't think I mentioned it in the other times, is that the medic and support should generally be the back lines and should not be the ones moving around, because 9 times out of 10, they're the ones that the monster wants to focus more than anyone else. So the support, the trapper and assault kind of put themselves in between the monster. So if the monster, let's say the bucket was the monster, the support and medic I'm talking about this screen right here. So you see Bucket on the right-hand side. We're going to pretend that that's the monster. The monster in the ranked area, that's going to be the assault and trapper. And then the medic and support are going to be the hunt. So if the monster engages the assault or trapper, that's good because the medic can heal, the support can support. If the monster decides to jump over the support or the assault and trapper to get to the medic and support, they're going to take a lot of damage and usually get CC'd. But the most important thing is that the medic and support are going to have a full tank of gas for jetpacking. So always be careful about that. Second, if you're ever low health, please go, think of it as an MMO, please go to your medic. The medic should not chase after you and be your pocket healer because they're consuming jetpack to do that, and smart monsters will know when they're out of jetpack fuel and will be able to capitalize that, and they can switch targets and then they burn down your medic and your support. You always just do a little bit of damage if you need to and come back, because again, you're on the monsters on the clock, not the hunters. So 50% health, 75% health even. Go back, get topped off, go back in to do more damage. Remember, it's not a race, it's a game of survival for the hunters, and the monster has to find a way to break through your puzzle with regards to how you guys are arranged. Aside from that, you guys were doing some really good evasion up on the top area in the last couple of engagements. That's exactly what you do. You keep going up and down terrain, especially with Abe's Stasis Grenade. Goliath struggles extremely bad against Stasis Grenade. Like, Abe just really wrecks Goliath in a lot of ways. That being said, I wouldn't fight a Goliath on there, on the top of that building. I think there was a better place to the right of the relay if you were facing the beach. Because there's more places you can hop from location to location, whereas the top of the building, if you get knocked down, you get knocked down a lot, and that means you're most likely going to die. And then there's a lot of flat area up there as well, so just be careful about that. But you guys were doing some really good evasion, some really good denial, really good chops. One thing I'd say though is once you knew he was in the building and you domed him and it was channeling his armor, I'd keep throwing grenades in there. If your grenades did not stop him from channeling armor, you know that he can't get out of there. He's going to come to you. I would just keep throwing toxic grenades at the entrance, and I'd throw stasis grenades leading out of the building, and then I'd have everybody already on the high ground. All of you were just on the low ground waiting for the monster to come out, and he was able to easily just wipe you guys because he didn't have to go very far to get to you guys. Remember, you want the monster to try and get or have as much distance between you and the monster with the medic and support, and then have the assault and trapper kind of in the mid-ground playing basically skirmish mode. But otherwise, good job. You guys were doing a lot better this game than the first game with regards to Goliath and positioning. But with a little bit more refinement, I think you'll be doing a lot better, especially against Goliath. Okay, so that being the case...